Good morning, everyone. This video, just like the first video that I posted on my channel, will be really filterless and just without any edits. This video will just be me speaking my mind. So you will notice that throughout the video, I will stutter a lot. I will like my words or my sentences may sound not so clear, not so verbal, and just stuff like that. So, from the title, you can see that this is gonna be my kind of like explanation of how anime shaped me. It is also a kind of basically I am trying to counter the image of an anime fan that the internet has. Now, I mean, not in every places of course, but in some places anime fans are like they are regarded as weird, or like anime is seen as a child thing, but trust me, it is not. So I am coming forward to just say my experience from watching anime and how it shaped me. Before beginning, let me give you a bit of context. So when I was in high school, I actually graduated high school this year. When I was in high school, I was in three relationships, and the third one was really like toxic, kind of in a way, but not actively toxic. It was like toxic. The environment was toxic, but it wasn't like the person like. Okay, later we will talk about it in another video. Just know that the third relationship, which lasted the long as well, wasn't really good. It made me feel worse about myself. It made me feel as if I will have to please someone else, and just like many other stuff. So it was, I think, around 2021 or 2022, I don't remember clearly, but on in December that relationship started. And um, and when it started, after various things, after various stuff happened, and I basically I already felt really uncomfortable, not like insecure about my face and stuff like that, and those teenage things. But it really hit me in the third one. Many things happened, and I felt as if I would have to please my that time's girlfriend and stuff like that. So I was like, this is a really lot to cover. Many things happen throughout the relationship, and there are a lot to cover. So just know, for now, just know that I was in a really bad timing. I was in a really, really, really bad state. Even thinking that, why do I even exist? Why do someone as ugly as me exist, and why do someone who is as bad as me exists? And that's when the most beautiful thing that ever happened to me happened. The best thing in my entire life yet happened. Anime entered my life, and it changed everything. How? You see, the toxicity or the toxic environment that existed in my last relationship was mainly built on the fact that I had a idolized version, or I did not know what actual love really looks like. Um, but when I started to watch animes, specifically romance animes, I started to see how actual love actually blooms between two people, how it looks, how it sounds, and just overall how real love should feel like, how two persons should, who are really into each other, will address each other, how they will live each other, how they will navigate through all problems and just be there for each other. And that wasn't my case. Like, my environment wasn't like that, so I started that was the first step of getting out of the relationship. I actually started to realize that no, this relationship was actually harming me more than actually saving me. I started to realize that no, this relationship might not be the perfect one, because I had a image of this relationship as a perfect relationship. So I started to get out of that mindset slowly but surely. Of course, anime was fun to watch as well, so I kept watching and kept watching. Anime showed me how bond forms between two people. Anime showed me how people connect with each other, how people stay together, how we should appreciate the little things about us, how we should perceive things, how subtle things can also be really cute, and just how they can be so meaningful, how our words impact each other. Like, I was learning so many things about bond. I was learning to watch from different people's perspective, try to understand them rather than judging them, and just and in the center of it was how love works between two people. And when I looked at that example and compared it with my own relationship in that time, I was like, wait, this doesn't sound right. And I slowly started to reform myself. But still, even after all this, it took me almost a year to get out of that, to even have the mindset of getting out. Because I wanted to um, preserve the idea that I was in a perfect relationship and the woman I was in with was a perfect woman. So I really wanted to preserve that idea. But slowly, I was making my mind, and the most important thing that anime gave me was understanding people, understanding bond, understanding how people felt in different situations. Like, if you watch anime, you can relate, I think. Anime shows you really different perspectives. Anime shows you perspectives of so many different people, how they think, how they act, why they act like that, and stuff like that. And then I slowly started to, like, subconsciously started to automatically pick up on those traits, and I started to have many things that I did not had before, such as I started to notice some what I call eye sparkling moments. For anime watchers, you will know when two characters are bonding with each other, or a conversation, or through a conversation, or through something they are bonding. They like, there will be one word, one sentence, or just something that will make their eyes sparkle. That's why I call it eye sparkling moments. It can be anything, such as just talking with them alone, or just walking with them, or just, I don't know, something. And after watching enough animes, I started to realize that I was also having that many eye sparkling moments. I could feel me and my friends getting closer through those eye sparkling moments. I spent many times with my friends, such as, let's say, we were just walking in the night, talking with each other, and I could feel that our bond was getting stronger because of this, because we are spending time each other, understanding each other. And the best thing again that anime gave me was the ability to understand people better than I used to do before. I was understanding them better, and due to that, my relationships with my parents and my friends improved by a lot. I started to appreciate the thing called friendship more, because in the anime you often see, like, how someone who doesn't have any friends feel like. So I started to appreciate my friends more. And the second most important thing that anime gave me, which I call, is vibrance. Now, what that means? Anime is the hub of imagination. Anime is built on the fact that they can animate anything, they can show anything, which is also bad in other ways, But whenever an event is happening, or the anime producers want to show something, what they will do is they will guide us through visual imageries. Anime watchers can relate again. You will often notice that when people are contemplating on what they are doing, and just, when bonds are forming, they will show us in so many great visual styles that it is mesmerizing. And after watching enough, I started to actually imagine my bonds, my life in those imaginary situations as well. I could imagine the colors, I could imagine myself just, I don't know, falling to ocean when I was in doubt, like, and stuff like that. Anime gave me the freedom to imagine, and imagine bonds I never imagined before, or I never even thought that these could be imagined like that. Anime taught me how to imagine life. Yes, anime taught me how to imagine life, how to just have fun in life through imagination. And in the sector of violence, I got another thing, which is um individualityness. I mean, I don't know, like, if you notice on, you will probably not notice, but I am a what people call like a bookish character. I am a great fan of chivalry. I'm a great fan of the what you say, the mannerism, lookism and stuff like. If I ever got a proper GF, I am treating her like a princess, and even though I do not look like a prince, but I am gonna um act as if I'm a prince, just guiding my princess through the court of the king and stuff like that. I am like, due to the imaginative freedom that anime gave me, I was always imagining myself in so many imaginary ways that it made me feel better about myself. I could see that no, maybe I wasn't that bad at all. Anime gave me so many things, and when I slowly started to realize that I have my own individuality, I have things that I love, I have things that I don't like, I have things that I want to perform, I have things that I want to do in my life as well. And that made me feel good about myself sometime. Maybe it's because it made me feel like I'm a person myself and I might be not so bad and stuff like that. But another thing that they gave me was the freedom of speech. Now that might sound weird, but listen to me. You watcher, you can, I think you can also relate to this. We cannot say our minds, or let's say we are we feel a certain kind of doubt, or like we feel uncomfortable if like talking to our parents and friends about embarrassing stuff. Now, what are these embarrassing stuff? Tell me, when can you imagine saying to your best friend whom you have formed bond on the fact that you always hang out and laugh with each other that, bro, I'm really glad to have you in my life. Now, yes, there will be some of you who will be really comfortable to say that, but most of the time people are not comfortable to say these things to their friends because it's embarrassing. But through anime, I learned that sometimes we must say this stuff to them because they must know that they are cherished by me. They must know that I am glad to have them, that I appreciate them being there for me, that I am lucky to have them. If you let them know it, then they will be happy as well. Then like they will also appreciate you, and your bond will become stronger, not only for friends but also for parents as well. I started to speak my mind freely to my parents, telling them how grateful I was for their support, how grateful I was that I had them. I even started to speak on some doubts that I had them, and I started to like just appreciate them more and more. And through the span of a few years, now look at me, I'm in love with myself. I i have a great relationship with my parents, my friends. Like, I can understand bond better than I ever used to do in my entire life. And I think I am currently trying to reach out to people and encourage them to speak their mind and communicate properly to other people as much as I can. I'm not perfect in communication yet. I do feel embarrassment on saying certain stuff to people as well, but I have grown. I I have grown a lot since I was in that phase. I think my bonds have become more good, and just know that anime isn't always about hentai and boobs. There are actual people who are being helped by anime. So before you say that anime is for kids or anime is disgusting, think it again. Anime is great. Whenever I watch a prince walking down the aisle with his princess, that just makes me feel like that's so magical. Why can't I have that? And then when you watch anime, you will feel like when you have the freedom to think, you can imagine yourself there, and that's not a bad thing. That's not weird. That's not disgusting. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing to have. That's a beautiful thing to hold. And I feel like that's something that should be cherished. Chivalry is not dead in the modern world, and we should all be gentlemen, and we should all just sometimes feel like we should also make the life magical sometimes. Now that's easy for me, you might say, but it's not like I haven't gone through hardship. I'm going through hardship as I'm talking right now. We will talk about that in the future, but just know that life can be magical sometimes, through imagination, through just through animes. Yeah, life is magical, and you will realize it when you watch animes, when you can imagine yourself, when you will have the freedom to imagine, when we will have the freedom to speech, and when you will have the communicative braveness to actually properly communicate and appreciate other people's company in you, because they will not be there all the time. So just know that anime is not weird, anime is not disgusting as people say. Yes, there are some disgusting elements to it, I will admit it myself, but that doesn't discredit the fact that anime is also helping many people. Anime has taught me to imagine many things in a very vivid way. Anime has taught me to always aim, always be proud of myself, no matter how small or big your dream is. Always cherish it, because it is yours. You are a person, and your dream is yours. You will cherish it, and you should cherish it. Do not compare yourself with others. And many other things anime taught me, and I just want you to know that anime saved me, and anime is constantly saving way many people around the globe. And anime is not as of a disgusting thing as people say. Give anime a chance, try to watch it yourself, if you want. I mean, you can watch The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. It is a new modern anime, and I really like it. So I guess that's it. Peace.